Hello there, this is Name. Before I'm going to start with the actual video, I want to give you some sort of channel update. I had quite some problem with creating new Minecraft content and videos and so on. You might have especially noticed if you follow me on Twitter, because I talk about stuff like that a lot on Twitter. And I finally found out what the problem was. Because of university, I don't have that much time for Minecraft and so on. And because of that, I focused on making videos regularly and continue working on Project Zelda. So in other words, I focused on finishing stuff and presenting stuff and so on. But that's not the reason why I do Minecraft content and so on. I like building maps because I love the process of doing so, and yeah, I stopped loving what I did, and I only focused on deadlines kind of. And yeah, that caused some sort of mini burnout, you could say. And now, since I noticed what's going on, I immediately found a solution, and I already feel a lot better. And the solution is to start new projects again and again. For quite some time I thought that's a bad thing, because I, like many other map makers, I start new projects and I never finish 90% of it and so on. But it turns out that I need that to keep going, and yeah, I don't see it as a bad thing anymore. It's fun to do, and that means I try not to focus on uploading videos. It's not that easy because I'm afraid of losing my audience if I don't upload again and again, especially since in general the interest in Minecraft and Minecraft mapping is decreasing. Not that much, especially compared to other games. Minecraft is still very strong, but yeah, nevertheless it's going down a bit, and I'm worried a bit because I'm anxious in general. But yeah, I tried not to focus on that. Instead, I try to listen to my creativity and do what feels good, and I hope it works out. And in addition to that, I still try to continue Project Zelda. That shouldn't be a problem, as long as I keep creating new stuff and starting new projects besides that. It takes a lot of time anyways to finish that project, so yeah. And I immediately got an idea for a new project. I decided to kind of remake my MC64, a computer inside Minecraft. I haven't finished the first one, so it's time for a second one. And I only started working on it a few hours ago, and then I already did crazy stuff because I used the new data modify command, which was introduced in the latest snapshots for Minecraft 1.14, and that allows us to do some crazy stuff. You could do some of this before, but it wasn't as easy as it is now. So what is the crazy stuff? This is a jukebox, as you can see, and it has NBT data. And I'm storing 8 megabytes of data inside this jukebox. I won't do data get, because this would probably crash Minecraft, because it can't handle displaying it all in chat. Instead, I'm going to do scoreboard objective set display sidebar test. So these two things are the most important ones: disk IO, which is the output number, and disk address. yeah, this contains about the data is structured in lists of integer values, basically the values we work with scoreboards, and yeah, they are inside lists, and these lists are inside lists, and so on. And that way I have a structure that makes it easier to work with. And now the thing is, I can do scoreboard players set disk address test, let's say 987, that is list 9, and inside that list I am picking list 8, and inside that list I'm picking list 7, and inside that I'm picking value 54. And if I now do function system disk get, I get the value -3. This is the disk input output. And because this is filled with yeah, all these lists are filled with the value -3. And now I can do data modify block record item, because what I'm doing is there's an item inside this jukebox, and I'm modifying the NBT data of that item, because you can add custom NBT data to items, not to blocks as far as I know. That's why I'm using the item inside this thing. So record item is a default NBT tag, and tag is the special NBT for the item, and in that I can just make up new NBT data that isn't default in Minecraft, and I called it disk, and it contains 64 lists, and I'm going to pick list number 9, and in every of those lists there are 64 more lists, and I'm going to pick number 8, and this list again contains 64 lists, and here we are going to pick number 7, and inside that list there are yeah, again it's not 64 per list, it's 32 lists inside each list. But inside the small list there are 64 integers. Yeah, it's confusing either way, so it's just a bunch of lists containing lists containing lists containing integer values. And all of this together makes up about 8 megabytes of data. And now I'm going to set the value on that location to, let's say, this value, and I modified the data of that block, and this is the same address, list 9, list 8, list 7, element 54. So if I run that function again, the output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which I just modified here. And I can do this and run the function again, and it will output the correct number. Alright, so I decided to show you the file, actually, in case you don't want to download the map, and in case you don't believe me. So this is this is a function that has 2 setBlock commands. First of all, it will remove the jukebox, and then it will set the jukebox again. And you can see that Notepad++ is kind of laggy. And we are setting the record item, and it's just a stone item, count 1, and it has some tags. And as I said, you can just add custom tags. You can put in here whatever you want, as long as it keeps in mind the syntax. And I just called this disk, and it's a list containing lists, containing lists, containing lists, containing a list of integer values. And altogether that's about 8 megabytes of data. And as you can see, I decided to make the default value -3. Yeah. It contains about, oh yeah, it contains more than 6 million characters, this file, and this is, yeah, it's crazy. And yeah, let's go back to Minecraft. I haven't implemented a function that can also set the value in such a way that I can just set the disk IO and then set the disk address and run the function. But it would, in theory, it would work kind of the same like the get function. But to be honest, I didn't want to implement it because I now want to focus on the actual project, the computer. But yeah, if you don't believe me, you can download this world and take a look at it, especially at the data pack, because in the function setup you can see the setBlock command for this block, and yeah, Notepad++ lags a lot when you try to open that file because it contains so much data and it's all inside that block. And the cool thing is Minecraft doesn't lag at all. I don't know where the data actually is because I can't find a region file that is bigger than 4 megabyte. It probably just compressed the data, I don't know. But yeah, it's a cool thing, and I'm going to use this method for my computer. I won't use the 8 megabyte storage, but yeah, the same method. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too technical and boring for you. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.